Yes.
Yep.
So yes, let's go.
Okay, great. So hello ladies, thank you for joining us this morning. You've probably read a little bit about me. I'm a makeup artist. I've been doing this job for over 12 years now. And I've been doing all sorts of bridals, photo shoots, events, special occasion makeup. But I've sort of just rebranded myself, and I'm focusing on ladies that lack confidence with makeup. So I'm offering lessons and workshops. But today our lesson is going to be about getting a makeup bag that really works for you. So decluttering it, knowing what the life of your products is, and how you choose your products. Okay, so I don't know, I know quite a few of you don't have your makeup bags with you. Let me show you what I've got here. So this is sometimes what a makeup bag can look like with everything. Is that something, you know, everything's thrown in there, your pencils, brushes, liquid products, lipsticks, everything's in there. So what I want to do, I'm going to rush this little part where what we first do is we separate all our makeup in different groups. Now, you could have foundations, CC creams, BB creams. There's so many products now, tinted moisturizers. And what I usually say to everyone is get a wipe and clean all your products, antibacterial wipe, especially at the time like now. Is there any other sort of products, liquid products that you have? Anyone? Concealers?
Everything.
Just cream.
Yeah, so, you know, so you just, yeah, just, and then when, especially with the foundation bottles, just clean them and keep them aside. Now powders, if you've got lots of powders, you could have loose powders, compact powders, again, clean them, put them in one category. So all the powdered products, that could be your blushes, your bronzers, and highlighters. So you put them aside. Pencils. Now, pencils, sort of all sorts of pencils. You have eyebrow pencils, lip pencils, eyebrow pencils, eyeliner pencils. What I usually do is instead of throwing my pencils in the makeup bag, I actually put them in a pencil case. Okay, this is apart from my makeup kit. This isn't my personal lip liners. Yeah, and what it does is it actually just, sometimes when the lid falls off them, they're still in a pencil case, so it's quite secure. You can find the lid and the pencil won't get damaged. So, you know, sort of an idea to keep your pencils in a see-through pencil case. And then I have a separate one for tweezers, eyelash curler, and usually I have my sharpener in there. So at this point, I would have told all of you to sharpen your pencils.
Yeah.
Sharpen your pencils. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with sort of just going through products. And then again, just ask me any questions that you have. I'll sort of pause and ask you any questions you have on your products and if there's any problems you're having with them. So first of all, with the pencils, I'll take out one pencil. Now, with pencils, especially, I know you have different types of pencils these days. You have the twisty ones, or just a normal pencil. I do like to just buy sort of pencils without the twisty ones because usually they break off or fall off. You have to sharpen them, and after sharpening them, if they don't go on really softly at the back of your hand, it's time to bin them. Yeah. Because especially, okay, this is a liquid. What pencil is that, Vicky, you have?
This is a number 7.
Is that an eyebrow or an eye pencil? What is
liner, liner, eyeliner. This is the only one I can use. All the others make me feel like I've got cream in my eyes.
So is that one, do you have to sharpen that one?
Yeah, and it's a bit blunt, if I'm honest.
Yeah, so just when you sharpen them, if it doesn't go on softly, especially on your lid, you're just dragging the pencil, you know, on the eye area, it should be very soft
Yeah,
without
this
putting
is not too
pressure.
bad. This I really like
Especially,
this one.
yeah. Which one is that? Did you say it was
Number 7. It's quite
number 7? Yeah, that's really good. One of my favorite ones are Rimmel lip liners. I love Rimmel lip liners.
yeah.
Good cost, and I'll have them for, you know, a couple of years, but they're so soft. Still, I don't.
Do you always use a lip liner? Because I don't always. I just bung it on, really, quite half the time. Is it better to use a lip liner?
So today, if you see what I've got on my lips, I only have a lip liner on.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so I love lip liners. I'll put it all over my lip, and you can create a shape because, you know, our shape of our lips keep changing. So you can really define your lips with the lip liner. You can fill your full lip with the lip liner. And then if you do have a favorite lipstick that goes on top, that will stay on a much longer time.
Ah,
Yeah. So by layering products, you're making it a long wear product. So I wouldn't say to anyone who's going through chemotherapy or having any treatment to go for products that are really long wear, because they're going to have more chemicals in them and they'll be a little bit more toxic. So it's like putting ink on your lips, but you can make a lipstick last longer by doing a little bit of layering. So you can put a lip liner on and then put the lipstick on top, and that will seal the lips. And it will stop it from bleeding. So you know how the lipstick can just come out? So if you don't want to put lip liner all over your lips because you like more of a a conditioned feeling, so this will create it a little bit matte. It'll give you a feel of a matte lipstick. You can put your lipstick on and then just line your lips with the lip liner afterwards. That will again give you the shape that will help the lipstick from bleeding, which we say, you know, it doesn't come out of the lip area. Is that good?
that's very good.
Yeah, everyone's good. So if your lip liners have lost their lids, which happens a lot of times, and then I still see everyone has the liners in the bags, don't put them in your bag, put them in a cup. You know, stand it up in a cup. So if you've lost, maybe it's not a liner that you can carry around with you, but at home you can just stand it up in a cup, because that can just cause contamination. And the last thing you want to do is with the eyeliner that doesn't have a lid is to start putting it in your eyes. Yeah, so pencils in a separate pencil case. Throw it away if it's gone too hard. And if it's too hard on the back of your hand, because you don't want to be dragging your skin. Another thing I want to say is I have noticed some ladies I've seen, if the eyeliner isn't working, I've seen some of them lick it. They will lick the lip liner, or they will wet the eyeliner and say, oh, it's working now. So do not wet the tip, because this can cause contamination. Pencil it, sharpen it. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, it needs to go in the bin.
How often should you keep pencils? Just really until they go soft? How long do they last normally, do you think?
I would say about 2 years, but if it doesn't smell odd, it doesn't look odd, it's still going on nicely, then it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be fine. Now, foundations. How does everyone choose their foundation? Foundation, it doesn't have to be foundation, tinted moisturizer, BB cream. There's so many things on the market now. CC cream, serum foundations. Do you usually test at the back of your hand? What would you do?
I go to Boots and let them do it.
Okay, so you let them do the swatch.
Yeah, but I've got all different, so mine's different in the summer to as it is in the winter.
Yeah.
I've got all different colours and different foundations depending on where I'm going.
Ah, perfect. You're a pro at this. That's good.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
No, that's really good. So yeah, foundations or BB creams at the different times of the year, you will be a different shade. You might be a one shade lighter, even one or two shades lighter or darker. So sometimes I have ladies come back and say, oh, this shade is too dark on me. And then if I ask them when they bought it, it would be in July or August. So you can still hold on to that foundation, mix it, or you even use it as a little bit of a bronzer. But the best way of trying a foundation, if you were try it yourself, or if you do go into Boots or any other store, when they try the foundation on you, get them to try it on your face. It might be very, I don't know how it will be when we go back to the shops right now. I think everyone there'll be no testing. So there won't be any no one will be able to touch you. So just take a foundation. If you've got 3 colors, put 3 swipes on the side of your face, or if you don't have a face made up, put it anywhere on your face, wherever there's a little bit more color. So just put it, if it blends in, it should be the right color for you. If it's too light, if it looks ashy, if it looks yellow foundations or yellow faces, that means your foundation is too dark for you. So if you do want a little bit more warmth in your skin, don't go for a darker foundation. Go for the foundation that matches your skin tone. You can always warm your skin up with a bronzer.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
When I buy foundation, and I've bought many that didn't suit me, you're in ultraviolet light. I go and I get some samples in little pots. I come home, I smother my face in them, put them on. I look in natural light, and then I decide, because in ultraviolet lights in shops, you don't get a true picture.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So I've worked with a company, Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, for 10 years. But in Reading, if everyone knows, in John Lewis, we are the brand that is right next to the front window. So we were quite lucky with natural lighting. But I always told my ladies to go outside. Here's a mirror. Please go outside and have a look. Because do not, like you say, Cheryl, you're absolutely right. Inside, it's happened with me in Selfridges. I've gone to London and I've brought a foundation that someone has recommended, and I've gone out and it's not the right, it's not, it's still a little bit darker. So always just try the 3 swatches and go outside and have a look for yourself.
Yeah.
And trust, some ladies, if I put it on, they would want a darker shade. Oh no, I want more warmth. But no, go warmer with the bronzer. Do not go darker with the foundation, because your neck and your face will be a completely different color. Now, the foundation life is usually 12 months after opening. So if some brand does have a special offer on, a discount, and you go and pick up 3 of your favorite foundation bottles, make sure you first complete one before you open the other one, because it's 12 months expiry date. So you don't want to open all of them and then not finish even one of them. So keep it. There's no problem with keeping it. Once you've opened the bottle, you will use it for 12 months. And the foundation bottles that have sort of these pumping dispensers on them are better than the bottles that don't have. I do buy all my bottles with, let me just show you actually another one. Oh. So I am in my beauty room, you can see I've got lots of, but there's some foundations that you have to, and then you will dip your brush in there or pour it out. Most of the brands will sell you the pumping dispensers too. So just buy that with the bottle. It might cost a little bit extra, or some bottles come with it. It's better to buy something with the pump once, twice you pump it and then use that instead of dipping your brushes in there. Okay. I've got a list here that I'm trying to go through so I don't miss anything out. So yeah, if it's too light, you will see if it's too dark, it will definitely look too yellow. Is there any other questions on foundations or foundations? Concealers, this could be concealers. Concealer, again, under your eye area could be slightly a different color to your foundation. I don't know if you would use a separate product for under your eyes. Do all of you use separate products under your eyes?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I've got loads.
Yep. So I usually find that under eye products are designed for the under the eyes. So you've got some serums in there. You'll have ingredients for that area. So it's a really thin area. And I would probably go with sort of a serum concealer for under the eye area. Again, it might be half a shade or one shade lighter than your foundation, but that's something you need to try, or you need to get a little bit of advice on, because we all have sort of undertones and different undertones. So if a makeup artist looks at you, she will be able to recommend what sort of color you need to go for. Okay, mascara. Who loves their mascara?
Yes.
Do you love your mascara? Yeah. So mascara, for me, I like to use concealers. I don't put mascara on every day, but I know this, if I say to someone, what's your 3 products you need to take with you? A lot of ladies say, oh, we need their mascaras. Now, mascara's life is one of the shortest cosmetic life. It's 3 months.
Oh.
Yeah, it is 3 months. And I was going through my daughter's makeup bag the other day, and I saw so many mascaras, and all the same mascaras, and I opened all of them, and so many were dry. And I said to her, you just need to throw them away, and then go. And again, it's the same as the foundation. If you buy a new mascara, make sure you finish the old one and throw that away instead of getting them mixed up. Yeah, so it's 3 months. And if your eyes are sensitive, you really need to get a mascara for sensitive eyes. If sometimes I do find the mascaras that are for sensitive eyes, their brushes are very thin. And if that's something that doesn't puts you off from buying sensitive eye sort of mascaras, keep the wand of your favorite mascara. So you can always keep the wand of your favorite mascara, wash that wand, and you can always brush your eyes using your sort of new mascara, or just brush it to just brush them out. I have one favorite mascara wand that I always keep with me. So no matter what mascara I'm using, I always go over with a dry brush to create that lift and create that effect that I like. Now, again, if anyone's having chemotherapy, or that mascara could be a product to either avoid or be really careful with, because they can weigh down your eyelashes. So they could be quite heavy. I would go for mascara that's not too thick. So something that is, again, for sensitive eyes, but has a smaller brush. So you're not weighing down your lashes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions on mascaras?
No.
No. Does everyone use them top and bottom, or
Just top?
Top. Yeah. Hello. We've got any.
Morning.
The top and bottom. Yeah, I usually use them for the top. If you can avoid using them in the bottom, you can just focus on the top. Okay, we've just reached. We're talking about mascaras.
Well, I'm allergic to that anyway, so I wouldn't
Oh, are
be using
you?
it.
Okay, yeah. So if your eyes are sensitive to mascaras, then I would stay away from them. Okay, so lipsticks. Who loves their lipsticks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think lipsticks is a really good product if you're feeling quite down, or you've lost a bit of your color. A nice sort of pop of color lipstick can just give you a nice sort of lift. And sometimes I do find a lot of ladies always go for that same color lipstick. Whichever brand you go to, you pick up that same shade of lipstick, which is absolutely fine. Lipsticks again can be a really personal choice. So do you have any sort of lipsticks that you ladies don't wear? You've bought it, it's in your makeup bag. Yeah, seen some. Yeah, lipsticks. So you try using that lipstick as a blusher.
Oh,
So you can always just put a little bit. I'm going to do it for you right now, actually. Let me see if I can find it. Lipstick. I've got lipstick here. Actually, it's perfect because you can put it on your lips. You want a little bit of a pop of a color, a little bit of a lift. You don't need brushes. You don't even need a mirror. You just smile. You can see I'm going to put it on directly. This is my lipstick, so you just smile and you just blend it out. So any lipsticks that you don't use on your lips, try just to tap, just smile, because when you smile, you get in the right place. If you don't smile, you might get it too low. It'll look too low, so it'll just make your face look a little bit more longer. So smile and just blend it in. So that's another way to use your lipsticks that you don't use on your lips. Or you can mix your colors. Sometimes your shades are too, you think it's too dark or it's too bright. If you want to wear a pop of a color, so a red or orangey tones or any sort of pink, brighter tones, if you have any lipstick which is a lighter tone, a beige or a nude color, if you mix that with the bright color, it will really tone it down. So don't be afraid of your sort of bright lipsticks. Mix them. That's what we do as makeup artists. We would mix the shades. And that's nice. And again, so lipsticks, I'll just wait for Linda to come back.
Sounds like something was going on, didn't it?
You've got a delivery or something. Yeah, so you can use it as a blusher or you can mix your lipsticks. When it's your own lipstick, you don't have to really mix it I would mix them in my palette for someone, but you could either just use a cotton bud, just take a little bit, I've got a cotton bud, so just take a cotton bud, take a little bit of your lipstick on the top. I've got a habit of doing everything on the back of my hand, but just put a little bit at the back of the hand, take the other lipstick, mix them and apply and see how that color looks. So lipsticks, gloss, balms are all made without water. So usually the bacteria growth is low, but again, because it's around the mouth area, you do need to be, so if you've had any cold sores or anything, avoid putting any lipstick directly to your lips. Use a cotton bud, use it once and bin the cotton bud. And yeah, that's it with lipsticks, I think. Any questions?
The lifespan of a lipstick? I have a box full of lipsticks. I won't throw any away. I've got every color you can think of. And I only wear 2.
Oh, so what you could do is, you probably don't wear them because you're not going to open them every day to have a look at the colors. So you've probably forgotten what colors you have.
Yeah.
So, let me just show you a product that you could get online and make your own little palette so you can see your colors. So when you open the palette, you can see them and you're probably more likely to use them.
Maybe.
Yeah, let me show you.
So it's a hassle to open each one. I just take pink. Mind you, we're not wearing much these days, are we? Being locked up.
No. I'm being very lazy.
Yeah.
Beauty room looks very pretty.
Yeah, it does,
Does,
doesn't it?
doesn't it? I love those
Okay.
mirrors.
So this is my pinks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. And you use a lipstick brush for those?
Yes. Yeah. And these are my reds.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. It's a good idea.
Reds and orange. Now, you can get these lip palettes online if you go. Oh, where did I get this from? I can post a link. Can I post something somewhere?
Oh, right. So you just
afterwards?
break them off and put them in the pellets. And
Yeah, yeah.
I got those for my beading. I do beading. I got some of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was this is actually not a lip palette. I had bought this from what company is that? There's this company that sells sort of all sort of household products. This is cosmetic product, but I think you can use them for different things.
But it's lovely for traveling. It's light. It's easy. Oh,
yeah, and then what you can do is just write the colors on top. So, you know, pink. So if you have
don't
so
even
many
have to do
lipsticks, you can organize them in different shades.
I like that. Very good
Okay.
idea.
That'll
So
keep you
just
busy
type
for the
in,
next week.
Busy.
I'll post something on my Facebook group afterwards. If you are on Facebook, you can have a look.
Yeah.
And I can post the links of the palettes that you can use.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I'll share it as well on our page.
Yeah. So powders will be eyeshadows. How many eyeshadows have you got? Do you all have palettes or separate eyeshadows?
I try and buy
Both.
separate ones, but I tend to end up
Buy
with the
separate?
palettes because the separate ones don't come in the colours that work.
So yeah, so a separate one, that's fine. So all palettes, eyeshadows are powders. It could be eyeshadows, blushes, powders, anything do last a longer time. So it could last up to 2 to 3 years. Saying that, if I do find powders last a longer time when it's your own product. So, you know, and I've had powders for quite some time. Here's one of mine. So these are individuals. Some brands would do individual eyeshadows, but then they also have something that you can click them in. And some of them have a magnetic sort of backing. A lot of
That's
the
a good
brands
idea.
have so you can again buy something from online, an eyeshadow palette, and stick all of them in there. So you know, again, a sort of a tip. But they do last a longer time. A good way to clean the eyeshadows is just to scrape the top layer off the product. I usually don't have any problems with eyeshadows. I don't really see them, you know, I do, well, I have to clean them. So I clean them with some type of alcohol anyway. But if you have an eyeshadow and you're trying to put it on, but the color doesn't really go on your lid, just scrape off the top layer and then try. And then see if the pigment really comes on. And if anything is broken, I see this all the time. If you've got a favorite eyeshadow or a blusher that's broken, don't keep it in because it'll just make your rest of your kit messy, or either keep it separate in something. So yeah, again, with a tissue or with a cotton bud, just scrape the top layer of any powder. Anyone that's going through any treatment in a chemotherapy, try and avoid using the colors greens around the eye, or any sort of warm tones like any sort of reds or pinks, because I find that the area gets quite, it makes the eyes look sore. So it's better to use a color, and green is quite difficult to explain in the color theory. So it will just attract more. If your eyes are sore and they're looking more pinky and reddy and you put green on them, they will just stand out. So try and use a cooler tone, which would be like cool grays, or, you know, if your eyes are a bit sore, just put a little bit of concealer on, powder them, and take away the color, and that's enough. Yeah. So avoid the colors green and red. especially when you're going through any treatments. Now, brushes. How many of you use brushes?
Yep.
Yeah, loads of brushes. And where are they kept? In the
In a
makeup
pot.
bag. Oh, let's have when I have anyone come to me for a lesson, they always leave their makeup brushes at home, and I say, why do you like? No, we can't let you see our makeup brushes. So best way again, makeup brush at home. If you're not traveling, if you don't have a makeup brush in your handbag, just keep them in a cup, a mug, stand them up in something. They're much easier. The shape doesn't get spoiled of your brushes. I do have lots of people ask me, oh, you know, when you did my makeup, it looks so nice, and I did exactly the same, but I couldn't get that finish. And I said, it's your brushes. If your brushes don't lose the shape and you can do your makeup, you know, it just takes half of the effort away when you've got your you know, slowly build your kit up. Maybe if you've got 2 brushes that you do everything with, you know, if you've got a brush that you would use your blusher with, your highlighter with, your bronzer with, your powder with, you won't get that finish. So slowly, you know, every few months, buy yourself one brush, one extra brush. I use them for separate you know, separate products. So this one is my powder brush. I mean my bronzer brush. It's very big. It's a good bronzer brush because you can warm your skin up quite nicely without it looking patchy. I have a separate brush for my blusher. You can see there's some sort of color on that. So, you know, again, smile, put your blusher on. So every brush, keep it separate. This is my eyebrow brush. I think we might do an eyebrow session, won't we, Vicky? Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds
where I can just talk about only eyebrows and get maybe everyone to do it as I go along. Have a product and do your eyebrows while I'm talking to you. So yeah, brushes. Put them in a standing. Stand them up. This way they won't lose their shape. And wash them in your shampoo. You know what? Not every day, but you can wash them at least once a month. Wash them in your shampoo. If you want to give them just a quick clean, then just put a little bit of either makeup removing spray. Does everyone have makeup removing spray or no? Or you could just use that. Look at me, I'm just any toner, any sort of toner, any sort of tonic water that you're using, put it on your tissue, just clean it. It'll just take the color off and stand it up. So it doesn't need, everything doesn't need to be chemicals. You can just, if there's any product, like I have a tropic spray, which is very natural, just spray it on a tissue and clean it. Rose water, just clean it with that every day. You can just clean it with the product like that, put some on a tissue and clean the brush. But once a month, give it a good clean with your shampoo. Or if you really need to give it a good wash, fairy liquid, antibacterial fairy liquid. Okay. Now I think I've gone through quite a few of the products. I've got 5 of my products here that I'll show you that I keep in my makeup bag when I'm going out, not at home, but when I'm going out. But is there any other questions? Any problems anyone has with makeup? Or
I have eyebrow problems because I don't have any, and I've tried various things. Now we had a makeup session when I was having chemo, and the lady who was also a makeup artist showed us a pencil, like a Koki, but it had the finest hair-like fine lines and you could paint them on. But the product was discontinued. It was a Lancome product. So I don't know if there's anything like that available, because I have to draw mine on every day with an eye pencil. I'm good at it, but I love that hair-like thin Koki pen.
So
Can we get one of?
yeah. So many brands would have eyebrow pencils, a very thin one. Even Clinique have a eyebrow pencil which is very thin, and it's quite light when you put it on. I think that's quite similar to the Lancome product that you're
I must have a look, because there's
have
a
a look
new
at the-
one with a 3 prongs business. It's got like 3 prongs. You might have seen
okay.
it advertised, but I don't want to try that one. I don't know if it works.
Yeah. So eyebrows is quite,
I know,
again,
complicated.
a little bit of,
Very
the
complicated.
easiest way, and I can see your eyebrows, you've done a nice sort of eyebrow
Right.
shape with them.
Brought them on.
Nice.
But I look like hell in the morning.
Oh,
So we all,
Yeah, you're not the only one.
yeah.
yeah, I've got lots of gaps in my eyebrows and I have to really fill them in. But I do like using a eyeshadow and a brush. It is one of the easiest ways, and if you do go a little bit wrong, it doesn't matter because you can just clean it off.
Yeah. I've got
But
it,
eyebrows, what we could do is a separate session on, so I can explain to you how you make a shape. How do you know where to start, where it should end, and how to make that, where should the darker colors go,
I
where
know.
should the lighter go.
It's
So,
a long
we can,
subject.
but I think have a look at the Clinique product, the eyebrow
I will.
pencil. It's
Thank
very
you.
thin, and they've got quite a few colors, quite nice colors actually.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was given one in my look good, feel better thing, but then they grew back. So
Ah, did yours?
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
mine came back, and they
Right.
grow like that anyway, so I don't have to shape them.
Yeah, you've got lovely
I'm
shape
very
actually.
lucky.
Wow. Yeah,
You
really
don't
lucky.
see them either because I have to wear glasses all the time. So
Oh no, they look really nice. Really good.
yeah, like
And
I say, I'm very lucky. They grow like that, so I can't,
yeah,
don't have to do anything with them.
it's the perfect shape. I have to
Mm.
get mine threaded, and well, I haven't.
I know my daughter hates me because she hasn't got any eyebrows. She's very fair, and she hasn't got any eyebrows either. And she started dyeing hers because otherwise she didn't look like she had any.
Oh yeah.
Because she's very fair.
So you
But
can
hers
get
obviously
your
grows.
eyebrow tinted, which is again a really good way. They create the shape for you. I don't know, again, these are things that you need to check if you can, if anyone's going through treatment, if you can use these tints on your face. Permanent makeup is something that I would totally avoid, and only ask ask for permission whether you can. I think I made a note on here. It was mainly permanent makeup, which I think it can cause infection. That's the only. So anyone with a sensitive area, I did have my eyebrows tinted, and I don't know whether I was having antibiotics at that time, and it was really sensitive. It stopped bleeding only because I was having this medicine at that time, and I shouldn't have had that treatment. So just be careful with anything that's permanent. So shall I tell you my 5 products that I use, that I have in my kit? This was not there. So I always use, throughout this even today, this is what I would have on. I have a sun cream on which has got SPF 50, but it also has some color. So it works as my foundation, but it also works as my sun protection. That's something. Is that recommended? Does everyone use SPF 50 or SPF 30 and higher?
Yeah,
I do.
I do.
So
Yeah.
I think anything that if you don't like to wear too much makeup, and you want to keep things quite, or get a product that actually has an SPF and a color, so you can use it for both. Yeah. Vicky, do you have anything in Arbonne like that? Do you have?
Well, the face cream has got SPF in it, so the moisturizer. So I use that. So it's like,
Oh, I see.
It's not tinted. That's the only thing.
Yeah. No, I think your skincare is good. Keep your skincare separate from your makeup products. So especially I think when anyone's having any treatment, chemotherapy, I have a friend and her skin went quite dry, sensitive, where, so you do definitely need to do your skincare first. You need to do your skincare and then you start with the makeup. We cannot use a tinted moisturizer and think, oh, that's my moisturizer and that's my foundation. You need a base. So you might even need a face oil if there's some area that is more dry and it's a little bit flaky, something like a face oil I have here. Sorry, ladies, I know I keep looking away and keep on trying to find products, but yeah, a face oil, just, any sort of face oil, put that oil on, let that settle down and then start with your makeup. But yeah, I use a product. This is a brand called Helio Care, and it's available online, or you can, but a lot of brands do SPFs and a color mixed, which is quite nice, but it goes on top of your skincare. So the second product, which I keep in my makeup bag, again, it's like how I showed you the lipstick before, but this brand is called Ilia. It's a natural brand, and it's a cheek and a lip product. And some of them you can get products which are for cheeks, lips, and your eyes. I don't know whether you can use this on your lips, but again, you just put it on your cheeks, and I can put a little bit on my lips. So it's a nice go-to product, a nice product to have in your handbags that does you can multi-use. So that's two products that I have. Like I said, I usually wear a lip liner. So I have a Clarins lip oil. When I'm out, if my lips get a little bit dry, I'm going to hit it on.
Is that just claggy like lip gloss? Because I can't bear lip gloss.
This is is Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. No, it's not sticky like lip glosses.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's not. I can't wear lip glosses too, but this is a lip oil, which it just gives it more of a moisture feeling, but it's not sticky.
That's better, yeah.
Yeah, and then so one product that I cannot live without is a concealer. So my concealer is, again, a liquid concealer, which actually during the day I could put anywhere. So if you've gone out and you feel that you've got some redness anywhere, you can put a dot under your eyes, you could put a little bit around your nose, and if it's a sort of a liquid one, when you blend it, it will blend nicely. You don't want any sort of concealers that are quite dry and thick, because they're harder to blend. And when you're going through any treatment, you don't want anything like that. You just want something that is really moisturizing. And last of all, my lip liner. Look, it's got the wrong lid on it, but I've still got a lid on it. It's got the wrong one, but I've got a lid. So I always like to just have a lip liner if I need to put something on my lips. So there's my 5 products. Any questions?
No.
I have to say, I do have, like Liz said, different colors for different seasons. And it's not only different seasons, your skin is not the same. So if you go to a different, if now it's so hot, I won't be using a really rich serum based foundation, because I know I'm just going to look so greasy in 2-3 hours. So I need something that is maybe a gel based, this is the product that I've been using. So it works with the weather. And our hormones can create, sometimes we could be oily or we could be really dry. So if you have your friend and you love her foundation and she tells you, this is what I'm using, first ask her, what is your skin type? Because if she's oily and she's loving this product, but you're dry, it's not going to suit you. Yeah, so always find out how is your skin is not the same all the time. Your skin's going to change with hormones, with the weather, with the with stress, anything. So see what your skin, how it's feeling, and then put the right products on.
That sounds good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. I think
So
what would you put on? I mean, this is different because it's skincare, but what would you recommend to do at night?
At night, I would definitely say either use a serum or a face oil. Now, lots of people get scared of the word oil, but I have noticed a lot of serums could be face oils, but they just call them serums because they know. But if you want it really depends what you want to achieve by.
I want to look 20 years younger, I do.
Shall I tell you?
You want to
One
wave
route.
to walk, is that right?
I'll tell you what. So this is one of my favorite products. I don't know if you can see, it's the Estee Lauder Night Repair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is really, it's a really nice product. You just put 2 drops on a clean face at night time. You can put your moisturizer on top, but you can actually see the difference when you use,
Right.
yeah. So that's quite a nice a product for nighttime. Always put some eye cream around your eyes or a face oil. I'm going to pick up my face oil that I love to show you. Here it is. So I've got this, this is a tropic one. Again, it's an age-defying facial oil and it's very natural. 2-3 drops, massage it softly on your face at night time and sleep with it. And the next day, you'll actually notice when you're putting your makeup on, or when you'll just notice, oh, it looks really nice. Or what did I do? And then you remember you've added this nighttime sort of another product. So if you are on the drier side, definitely if you're dry and you are putting moisturizer on, but your skin is still dry, that means you need an extra product before you put the moisturizer on. So any serum, any oil, anything, any brand that you like, ask them and add in another product for your nighttime routine, and you will see the difference.
That sounds good. I might have to invest in some of that then.
Yeah, I'll send you a photo.
When you see me, you won't recognise me.
And the other, I do think just touching your skin. Do you give yourself a sort of face massage, Vicky?
No, because it doesn't move. It's like
I just find giving yourself a little bit of tapping on your skin, a little bit of, especially around the eye area, it just gets that blood circulation going, and it helps. It helps with lines. It helps with, I do a lot of face. So I am a makeup artist, but I have specialized in face massages. I don't know if Vicky, you knew that, but I do specialize in face massage. So I do a massage called the face lift massage. Face. So it's all about touching your face and actually just giving it a little bit of a massage to get that blood circulation going in your skin. And doing a face massage before you apply makeup looks brilliant too, because you just you get a really nice glow out of your skin will naturally glow.
Interesting.
Ladies, any questions anymore? Can't shoot away. Anything.
What's the best mascara to use every day?
Everyday mascara. How are your eyes? Are they they're not sensitive or?
Not particularly. I've never found a mascara that doesn't clump, stays on, separates the lashes, does what it says on the tin, basically.
If you avoid getting mascaras with big wands,
right?
So anything with a really big wand will make your lashes a little bit clumpy. You have to remember, some people love that look.
Yeah, don't they?
Yeah, they love that look. So you have to make sure you get something with a really small sort of fine brush. And let me see, can you put it closer to
That's my little travel one that I carry about with me for emergencies. Is that too big then?
This is mine.
Good.
It does look, it looks a bit big, and it looks like it's got too much of the mascara on it, the product on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably had it actually, this one.
Which brand is that one?
It's Boots number 7.
Number 7, yeah. Number 7 have good. Number 7. Which
I've had
one?
that
What is
one.
that called?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's intense volume, this one, but I wouldn't say it was that intense.
No.
Yeah, so anything, Liz, that says intense, maybe avoid that. Maybe get a mascara which is for sensitive eyes, because it will just brush through your eyes. It will not be clumpy. They will comb your lashes through if that's the effect that you're looking for. So always look at the brush. That's why when you have mascaras, you can't open them, but they always show the brushes.
Mm-hmm.
In the stores, you'll see in Boots, they'll show the brush. So have a look, a thin brush. It'll help you just comb through.
Okay. And just the top lashes you recommend, Jo? Because I always do my bottom ones as well.
No, that's fine. If you like doing your bottom ones, that's absolutely fine. Don't put too much product on them. Just slightly. So I would put my mascara on. I've got so many here. Let me just see which one I could.
A room full of makeup.
Oh, yeah, I've got so much.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've got loads of it. So I've got so many mascaras too, but this one is, again, a small sort of tropic mascara. It's a really thin brush. So I would focus on the top. You can also do it both ways. So, you know, I know some people just, but you can do it both ways. And then the bottom, for the bottom lashes, just turn your mascara on and just slightly touch them. Yeah. So just slightly touch them instead of, you know, combing them through that way. So just
and then
go
I put myself
over
in the eye.
Start again.
Yeah, basically.
You're a bit like me, where you end up with one that's really dark and one that's really good because I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've noticed it's a bit like that now.
One thing I find with mascara is the way you hold it as well. So if you see my hand, all you have to do is you just turn it outwards. So that's the movement that you're doing. Yeah, so if you've got mascara, so when you're got close to your lash, it just turns and you're putting mascara all the way on your lashes.
Right.
Yep. So I hope all of you will have these makeup kits now, makeup bags, all clean. I had wipes with me here, but I had wet wipes, baby wipes. Just clean your products. Pencils, if they don't go on easily, bin them. And anything that doesn't look right, especially that even foundations, again, I forgot to mention, if you can see they've separated or it doesn't smell right, you need to bin that too. So yeah.
What's the lifespan of a lipstick? How many in years? Yes.
I think I said 2 years, but
2 years.
They say 2 years, but at the same time, if you haven't really opened and used them, they probably will last longer. Like you said, you've got all those lipsticks that you haven't used.
Oh no, I use them. What about lip brushes? I have a lip brush I sometimes used to play around with as well.
Lip brushes, so
that would have to be deodorized too.
A brush like this would last forever. You just have to clean it, wash them.
Yeah. I'm talking cross-contamination here. Yeah.
Okay, so the brushes should be fine. Actually, the brushes are the best product to use for. Yeah.
I've had the same.
When I start work now, I have all disposables. So lip brush disposables. I've ordered 500 of them because again, for and mascara ones and so much. I'm just looking at all my kit disposables I've ordered because of that. Or and what I usually do, never share your lipstick. You know, never share your lipstick. If someone wants to try on your color, then again, if you know, say scrape some out, maybe in a pot, or give them some on a cotton bud so they can use it. So don't share lipsticks.
No, I wouldn't anyway.
No.
No.
Gross, it's gross. Oh. Has anybody got any more questions?
No, I don't think so.
No.
So, Nisha, that was brilliant. Thank you very
Oh,
much. I
thank
mean, that
you.
was really good.
Thank you.
I've learned a few things there, so that's really good.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
good.
necessarily expect to learn anything, but I think you've shown some really good tips there, so that's
Oh,
really good.
yeah,
But,
thank you. But this was only a makeup bag one, so you know,
yeah,
it's more about products and just talk about products, how to.
yeah, it's all good though, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
I have
thank
to do
you.
the eyebrows, perhaps in
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please.
yeah, maybe come back to that one, because I think a few of the ladies were interested in that as well, so that would be a good one.
So what I could do with that is share a screen where you can actually see the diagram, how you do it, and then what would you ladies prefer, looking at the diagrams or watching me do it? Both or both?
I'd say both.
Yeah, I'd say both as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any sort of YouTube videos or anything like that that you do?
No, so I was Blush and Curls before, but I've just rebranded to Nisha Rajput, which is my name, and my website will be up by the end of this month. But I am on Facebook and Instagram, Nisha Rajput Beauty Coach. And yeah, so if you want to find me on there. And I have sort of made a rule that I'm going to keep sharing tips, and I might start doing videos. At the moment I haven't done any videos, but I do keep posting about the work I do, the looks that I've created. But if there's any questions, please just send me a message and I'll get back to you through my Facebook page. It's not a private page, so it's just a business page, but you can so you won't keep getting notifications you know, for anything. So yeah, you can have a look.
So yeah, and I'll share your whatever you put on your Facebook after this.
Oh yes, yeah.
I'll share that onto ours as well, so that everybody can see that. So that would be really good. But it'd be lovely to have you back at some point to talk about eyebrows. I'm sure that would be popular as well. So that would be really good. But it's really good to have you with us today, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
so
very much.
Thank you for having me.